Number 1, hit the like. Number 2, please subscribe. Number 3, hit the bell.
What will you find searching 10,000 dimes? We're going to find out. But first, really quick, I've started this new channel called MoneyinMoney. The reason why I started this channel is I noticed there's a lot of coin roll hunting videos that are just fake. I want to give you a real representation of what you find coin roll hunting. It should be a fun, relaxing experience, and I promise there is money to be made out there. And you're going to learn a thing or two along the way. Let's get started. So what I'm really going to be focusing on is 2014 and 2016 fillies. There is a double die variety called the 12-leaf olive or the extra olive leaf variety that I'm going to be searching for today. Looking at the ends, nothing too exciting. They actually look kind of gross, but let's see what kind of goodies are inside. So I'm on roll number 6. I already found something cool. This guy here. At first I thought that this was a improper thickness of the planchet, which is the metal strip. They intend the metal strip for a different denomination coin, but I took a look at it and it is a 1969S, which is a proof coin. So I'm gonna keep this one. These go for about $1.50. Not that much of a premium, but I'm gonna keep it. Now these guys right here are die breaks. I'm gonna go through these in a second. So I'm on roll number 7 and I found a couple of these guys. Now these 2016s have doubling. I don't know if you can see it, but they're not the good doubling, they're the worthless doubling. This is good examples of mechanical doubling. Usually whatever is doubled is flat or looks stretched. And another giveaway is that the date, In God We Trust, and the mint mark are all doubled, which would be a very rare occurrence. Believe it or not, mechanical doubling in extreme cases can go for a slight premium. You could probably get $1 each for these guys. So I'm on roll number 10-ish, and I find this one here. This is a pretty cool die break. If you see it, it's coming out right at the bottom of Roosevelt's head. It looks kind of sinister. It looks like his spine is popping out there. You could call this the severed head FDR heir. Actually, I've just seen these before on eBay. I haven't seen a Denver one before, or a 1987 one before, but these actually go for a little bit of a premium. I've seen these sell for anywhere from $10 to $30, so this is definitely a keeper, and I'm going to add it to the rest. So I'm on roll 15, and I'm getting a lot of die breaks, and I really want to look at them under the coin microscope. Whatever you do, don't get this brand here. I still use this thing because it's not broken. So the ones I picked out, you really didn't need the coin microscope, but it's always fun to see exactly what's going on under magnification. You can see a multiple die breaks. There's one right here, 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 one right here. There's probably something else over there if I looked a little bit more closely. One at the top of the torch, the typical area, but multiple die breaks. And let's see what's going on in the front. Yeah, something around the nose, eyebrow here. I'm sure there's going to be something in the hair. There usually is. And I thought to myself I should start coining some of these coins. So we should start naming some of these. Could call this one, hey, what's that crap all over your head, FDR? Call this one Alfalfa Head, FDR. You should probably get that cancer looked at, FDR. And who could forget pierced nose, goatee, hipster FDR. Now, this one actually has a little bit of mechanical doubling here. You can see as well. Let's flip this around. And multiple die breaks around the back too. You can see one right here, top of the torch, bottom of the torch, very typical area. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3 at the bottom of the torch. One right here, actually 2 right there, 1 right there, and then, oh, this huge one right here, it actually looks like an extra leaf. Okay, so here's what some of the same airs sold for on eBay. Now with the shipping, they can go, seen them go from anywhere from $2 to $9. Here's another one right here. It's pretty typical actually. This one actually sold for $9. So some of you might be saying, Derek, those sold for $2. I'm not gonna waste my time, go to the post office, yada 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 for $2. I don't blame you, I wouldn't either. But here's what you want to do. You don't want to sell them for $2. You want to sell them for $1 each. Ready for the new drinking game? I'm going to say this all the time. You sell it in a lot. Sell these in a lot. All of these have full bands. All of these have over 5 die breaks on them. And some have rounded bands. Some actually even look BU. I've seen these sell in lots, and they sell pretty well. Right now, these can sell for $1 each in a lot. You can do a lot of 10, you can do a lot of 20. Point is, they will sell. You can find these. It's a pretty good value, but you would have to make sure that they at least have full bands, preferably rounded bands, in the best case scenario, BU condition. And again, I tossed away a lot of these with just 1 or 2 die breaks. All of these have multiple die breaks. Some of them have over 20 die breaks. But that's the strategy for selling these if you collect them. Right now I have 16 of them. Let's find some more. One more thing I want to add is the majority of these are 2016s. Now 2016 was a year of no Fs given by the Philadelphia Mint. There's going to be tons of errors on these coins. These type of coins with multiple die breaks, right now is the best time to do it. 2018s and 19s I see a lot less. So get out there, get yourself a roll of dimes, and try to find those die breaks while you can. So I popped this one back in the roll. Thing popped out immediately when I first saw it. Now it could be PMD, which is post-mint damage, or an oddity, whatever you want to call it. But look at this thing. So there's no reading on the edge of the coin. You can't, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but edge of these coins, it feels like it's raised up higher. So it is a weird one. If someone's seen this before, let me know what this is. But definitely an odd little coin. So roll number 20, I did find a 2009. I'll keep it. So still going through these rolls, I found one of these. You can see this copper clad layer popping out a little bit. This is not the clad error that sells for high premium. This is either a lamination error or improper alloy error. People sell these on eBay for a lot, however they never sell. You can see the copper clad just popping out right there. The only time I've seen these sell for any bit of money is either on quarters or $half, but never on dimes, sometimes on nickels. And pennies for the year 1982. So I'm on roll 27, and I get this little teaser here. I think it's silver, and it's just a 1999 Canadian. Now I did want to show you this. This is a filled die air. I'll get it close so you can see it. And if you notice, the date and the mint mark are missing. They're barely showing. What this is called is a filled die. You'll see them being sold on platforms like eBay. They'll call it missing date. Hardly ever do they use the correct terminology, which is a filled die. What's going on is the grease is pushed to the outer rim. It fills the die and you don't get a good punch on it or a good strike. Now I'm going to use the same strategy for selling these filled dies as I am for these die breaks. Now, when people list these, they list them as like missing date or whatever. But these actually go for higher than these die breaks. These typically sell for about an average right now, currently, for about $5. And just to keep you updated, I found another 09. These mechanical doublings keep on piling up, and I found a few more die breaks. Okay, so I'm a little excited right now. I found a 1966, and I think I actually have a real double die error here. It does not appear to be mechanical doubling. You can see some rounding on one dime. I'm going to put it under the coin microscope at the end of this video, but this thing is in... it almost seems like it's propaganda to call it in good condition. It may, just to be fair, it might be in the low end of very fine, high end of good condition, but there are no bands left on this dime. Just a guess, I think this one could go for about 10 bucks, but we will take a closer look at it at the end of the video, and hopefully I can find the actual variety of this double die by the time this video is over. Okay, so much for that box. I did stack a little bit more, as you can see. On to the next one. Okay, box 2, first glance, nothing too exciting. I thought this might be a clad layer error at first. Turns out it was just filthy, but we're going to take a look inside, see what we got. So I'm on row 73-ish, and I put it right back where I found it. But can you see it? Come on. Where is it? There it is. There it is. It is a 1961 Philly silver. Now I usually find about one silver dime every 4,000 dimes that I look at, but I just cannot tell. You know, you get so excited when you find these. There are other things that you can find are more valuable, but there's something about finding silver that just does something to your soul. Just a little baby. I'll put you right here. Nothing really new to report except been stacking these a little bit higher, been finding a lot of die breaks. Let's continue on. Roll number 74-ish. Found another foreign. This one's from Panama. Just thought I'd show you guys that. So I just finished up box 2. Not much new to report. I would actually consider that box pretty uneventful if it wasn't for that silver we found. Let's check the last 2 boxes and see what we get. Okay, nothing popping out at first glance, anything of value, but there are some 14s and 16s. Now remember, I am looking for that 12 olive leaf variety. You know, I've gone through enough of these at this point that I really am hoping that I find one. Let's open them up and check them out. Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys this as a little bonus. It is the holidays. My godfather knew that I was doing a coin hunting video. He knew I was doing dimes, and he decided to bring this. This is really cool and extremely rare. This is a seated Liberty dime, but what makes this dime so rare, when it's a 1963, it's a war dime, but this one came from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, the interesting thing about this particular dime is that only 14,460 were minted. Not 14 million, 14,460 were minted. So it's pretty cool, it's pretty rare, that's why I have the gloves on. But I thought you guys might enjoy looking at this thing because it is a little rare piece. So pretty cool. I'm going to get back to the hunt now. You can tell it's a Philly, by the way, because there should be a little mint mark under the ribbon here, and there's not. It's not in that good condition, but this thing in the condition it's at would probably fetch about 400 bucks. Okay, so here's what's going down at this point. I'm on roll 134, and something interesting just happened. So I found this little broad strike. Not too exciting. I could probably get a couple bucks for this, but I thought I'd put it in the video because I hadn't found anything in a while, right? So as I'm cleaning up the area to put this in the video, I have a pile of 14s and 16 Phillies right here. I'm like, I need to go through these. I'm trying to do a Henry Ford type production instead of going from the loop, going back to the roll, to the loop, to the roll, to the loop, to the roll. I'm just making a pile. I go through the pile and I find this guy right here. This is the extra olive leaf 2016 I was looking for. It's there. We're going to take a look at it at the end, but it is there. So the reason why I actually picked this coin to focus on is I thought it was going to be low-hanging fruit. I had gone through enough of these earlier that I was like, I'm bound to find one. It is one of the more recent double dies of Roosevelt dimes, but I didn't think I was going to go through this many to find one. So I checked on Variety Vista. This is Variety 001 in their catalog. Now I couldn't find anything on eBay or any other sold items for this particular double die. The only thing I could find was some YouTuber saying he saw one sell for about between $20 and $40. This one, I don't know if I want to put this one in the category of MS condition. It does have full bands. Full bands, of course, are the ones going horizontal, not the ones going vertical. But, hey, I found it. It's worth money. I'm going to go and say, go on the lower end and say it's worth about 20 bucks. But I'm excited. Let's keep hunting. Okay, last box. Nothing on the ends. Let's do it. So I'm on roll 116. This guy was popping out like a sore thumb. It is a 1964 Philly. Last year the silver. I'll keep it. And it's a nice little bonus. Found a nice looking 2009 as well. Okay, so the very next roll yielded these guys. Now this one right here has a lamination error, and you might be saying, Derek, you just said dimes with lamination errors don't usually yield that much of a premium. Well, they usually don't. There's a lot that people think they have a clad layer exposed that isn't really a clad layer. But this one right here is just a little unique. I saw one very similar to it on eBay, and it had multiple bids, and it sold for about $6. Woohoo! I'm positive this guy's going to get the worst condition award. Okay, so I got about 21 rolls to go, and I found this. I might actually edit this out of the video. I haven't decided yet if it doesn't show up right, but really, it's like a little weird thing is right between the middle of the top jawline, the top cheek and the bottom jawline, there's this line there, and the reason why I have a dime, the reverse underneath it, is because I'm wondering if that's a die clash. But I don't know what that is, but it does pop out. Somebody who hasn't been doing this for a while is probably like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But there's just a little line there that shouldn't be there, and I'm just wondering what that is. Hopefully the camera picks it up okay. Not going to sell this one, but I just thought I would show it off. So that's it. All done. I did find some high MS coins in that roll that I haven't showed you guys yet, but I'll probably just sit on them for a while, Gandalf style.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
And wait for them to appreciate. Was able to stack some more 09s, some more filled dies, and some more doubles, mechanical doubles, worthless doubles over here. As you can see, the die breaks really started stacking up. But what I really want to do is take a look at these double dies under the coin microscope. I also want to go over these guys right here. I just want to make sure that they meet the qualifications that I'm claiming they are. The stacks might go down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to check them out under magnification, and we're going to see the exact results of what a 10,000 dime hunt looks like. We'll take a look at the 66 first. So here's the 66. You can see the doubling right here. There's some rounding on this doubling. Also some rounding right here. Now this is a really old coin. There is some doubling. Some of the other serifs as well. I still believe that this is a true double die. Reason being is if you go to Variety Vista, like that E matches one of the other E's, and some of the other characters do as well. Now let's take a look at this 2016P. Now you can see the doubling right here. Even if you were to tilt it, that doubling would not go away. Now the obverse has about the same amount of damage as the reverse. If you go to Variety Vista, we can see here that this is the same type of variety.
So here's what we got out of 10,000 dimes. I got 14 09s. Now I've heard people say on YouTube before that they get about 2 a box. Not here in Florida. In Florida, it's saturated with 09s. Just not 09 dimes, but 09 nickels. I heard the guy from Couch Collectibles, by the way, amazing channel, one time say he gets more war nickels than 09s. We have tons of Wheaties, tons of 09s here in Florida. So these are actually going to go back in circulation. I got 21 mechanical doubles. Now, again, these go for a little bit higher than what I'm going to sell them. But I am going to sell these two in lots of 10. We have 11 filled dies. I'm going to sell these for $1 a piece and a lot of 10. I have this Spinal Cord Roosevelt. The price I mentioned before. This one's going to go higher than the other die breaks, even though this is a die break. This Broad Strike. Now, Broad Strikes, they can go anywhere from like $3 to in the upper hundreds. This one here is on the lower end. Now, look at all these die breaks. I got 102 die breaks, all of which have more than 5 die breaks on them. All have full bands. Some of these had over 20 die breaks on them. So I'm going to keep some of these for my personal collection. The other ones I am going to sell in lots of 10. Silvers. We got 2 silvers, both from Philadelphia if I recall correctly. One a 1964 and the other one a 1961. So this lamination here, again, I think I can get $5 for that. 2 double dies. High MS coins I'm going to keep in my collection, just sit on for a while. This 1969 S proof, this Panama coins, 4 Canadians, and these mystery coins. Now this one I really think is a die clash. I don't know. I hope somebody checks it out and puts some comments below and tells me what they think it might be. Now this one, I still don't know what that is. You know, a blind man can feel that there's something wrong with this coin. So that's about it. Altogether, the total premium was about $187. Now, some of these are more liquid than others. Of course, the silver is going to be on the high end of liquidity. So really quick before I go, the same gentleman who owned that 1863 no mint mark Philly just gave me this. It is Christmas time. Now, the guy that he got that dime from also owned this. Now, the guy who owned this was born in 1880. And if I looked through it, the first dime that I looked at had, the first penny that I looked at had doubling on it. I'm going to make a video about this. I haven't checked the other ones out yet, but I guarantee there's going to be some cool stuff in this book. And there's a cool story behind it as well. So that's about it. I'm going to put the same shirt on that I had at the beginning of the video to try to fool you, to make you think that I had it on the entire time. So that's it for this hunt. I just want to thank JB Coins, Couch Collectibles, and Diggin' Dave. They inspired me to make this video. They have great content. Please feel free to like or subscribe, no pressure, and I'll see you guys next time.